Doro, thank you. This project, ALEH Negev-Nahalat Eran, is named after our son. Our son, Doron Almog, born 1984, 35 years ago. At the age of 8 months, he was diagnosed, and Didi, my wife, and me were told by a psychologist, your son is having a combination of autism and retardation. Probably will never speak, probably he will stay mentally child forever. I don't know if you ever felt something like the sky dropping down, crashing on your head. That's what Didi and me felt. You ask yourself, how the hell we continue managing our life if our son has no future at all? You won't be graduated of kindergarten. So this child, Doron Almog, has never said even one word all his life. Never said Abba, Dad. Never said Ima, Mom. Never made eye contact. And this child is the greatest professor of my life. He taught me more than any other human being, more than any professor, teacher, commander, what is life, what is our society, what is love, what is commitment. You may ask, how come? I'll tell you, shocking story. When he was born, 1984, I was 33 years old, Special Force Unit Commander, leading operation in Sudan, far away from the state of Israel, bringing Jews from Ethiopia through Sudani desert. Jews were in danger, at risk. We brought them to the only Jewish land, to the only Jewish state. Behind me were hundreds of operations all over the Middle East. Battles in Lebanon, in Syria, in Jordan, in Egypt, and more. Behind me was the very well-known operation in Entebbe. One child there, one youngster here, asked me, what is Entebbe? So 1976, the night between 3rd and 4th July, we flew to Entebbe to rescue 105 Israeli hostages who were kept by 7 terrorists. Among the 7, 2 were from Germany, the Vadim, a joint venture of Vadim and the PLO. They negotiated with the state of Israel, asked to release terrorists, and we, 250 Israeli elite soldiers, flew 4,000 kilometers, landed 11 p.m. sharp, 53 minutes on the ground. We killed the 7 terrorists and brought back the 105 Israeli hostages. We didn't bring back alive Yoni Netanyahu, the brother of our Prime Minister, and more 3 hostages. Behind me were more battles, like the Tripoli raid after the Munich massacre of the 11 Israeli sportsmen. I led the first operation to hunt down the terrorists who killed the Israeli sportsmen. And behind me was the Yom Kippur War, 1973. Yom Kippur, 1973, in 3 weeks, we lost nearly 3,000. Surprising attack. There were many moments I thought I won't see. The seconds later, the end of the war, I call home. The rumor said me and my brother were killed. So I asked my mom, who was surprised to hear my voice. I asked my mom, what about my brother, Eran? She said, we lost Eran. We have no Eran anymore. My brother was killed in the war. I came home. I continued to the GALA. I found his burnt tank. I did my own investigation. And shockingly, I learned to know that he was left behind. In military, we say, never leave the wounded behind. My brother was left behind. He was shot by Syrian tank, thrown outside, bleeding, few meters from his tank, pleading, crying, asking for assistance. No one arrived. 7 days, he stayed near his burnt tank, evacuated, dead already. At that time, I swore, near his burnt tank, I swore to stay in military and do my best to never ever leave a wounded soldier behind. That was my oath for my brother. And I stayed in military 35 years. Luckily I succeeded. Hundreds of battles. But the most difficult battle of my life was the battle of Didi, my wife, and me to raise our son. Our son, our second child, was born 1984, 11 years after the Yom Kippur War. It was only natural for Didi and me to name our son after my brother, my loved brother, Eran. We expected him to be better than us, more successful, more talented, a source of pride. You know what is the parents' dream? What the parents want? A successful child, healthy, successful child. When we just draw a cell, showing picture of a successful child, what we are doing, it's ego, the alter ego. Our son, our child is the alter ego. Who made it? It's the pride. When we show a picture of a successful child, we are very proud on him because we made it. Father is genius, mother is genius, grandpa is genius, family is genius. You know it. Have you ever seen father or mother take a cell phone and tell you, I want to show you my retarded child? So our son, Eran, was never spoken one word, never said, Abba told me about the place of the weakest and the purest on earth. The weakest because children like him are unable to do anything by their own power, unable to eat by themselves, unable to dress by themselves, unable to replace their diaper, unable to say, please, please, I want to drink water. Please, give me Coca-Cola. Nothing. They are like sentence for 2 life sentences. 2 life sentences. One is a broken body, which is a jail for all their life. And the second, one day, they will be taken and put in institute, which is another jail. When he was a child, we asked the social worker in our town, how children like him are kept? Where? When? We moved all over our loved country, all over Israel, to see place for children like him. We moved from institute to institute. You know what we found? You open the door and then blow, stink, and terrorize faces of children. We're afraid from the wall, something like that. And then shameful stuff. Workers who have no pride, who are ashamed. You ask, where you walk? And he put his eyes down and say nothing. Shameful workers. Shameful state. And then we started hearing about shame. Remember Golda Meir, Prime Minister of Israel? Remember the Iron Woman? Golda, who sent me and my friend to hunt down the terrorists behind the Munich massacre. Golda, our Prime Minister in Yom Kippur. Golda was also a grandma to Meira, Down syndrome, granddaughter. After Golda passing, Meira came to Israeli public, said, Golda never visited me, Golda didn't love me. Golda told my mom to never mention the Prime Minister of Israel having retarded granddaughter. And then more stories. Yigal Allon, legendary Major General. The Deputy Prime Minister Rabin, when we flew to Entebbe, Yigal Allon never mentioned his daughter Nurit. Nurit born in Kibbutz Genosar, and at the age 5, the Allon family decided no place for Nurit in our family, neither in the kibbutz nor in the state of Israel. She was taken to Scotland. Never said a word. And then our child Eran, the child was never said one word. Say, speaking from here inside. My dear father, you say Kol Israel Arevim Ze Lazeh? You're all responsible one for each other? Yes. That's what you say? Yes. You say Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha? Love your friend as love yourself? Yes. My dear father, you are a liar. You're a society of liars. You're a fake society. You discriminate us. My dear father, I'm not speaking. If you want, you may take me overseas to Scotland or Switzerland or Germany, put me in some church, whatever. Never say, I'm a retarded child. My dear father, it's up to you. I will never complain. I'm not speaking, my dear father. I will never complain about you. But, my dear father, if this is your choice to hide me, you do not deserve the title father. You do not deserve the title human being, my dear father. And by the way, for what did you establish the Jewish state? For what? After the Holocaust, children like me also arrived. You opened arms, the only Jewish state in the world. For what did you establish this state? To discriminate the weakest people on earth? My dear father, it was not enough the Nazis discriminated the Jews. 6 million Jews were killed. And at first, children like me, the Tifo action, children like me were killed first. So my dear father, what about your country? He became our son. He became something like echo box of my bleeding brother. My bleeding brother in the Yom Kippur War, I couldn't save him. But our son, when he was 18, and Didi, my wife, and me got a formal letter from the Israeli Ministry of Education saying, when your son reached 21, he won't be able to continue studying any longer in special education school. What now? Up to you. Do whatever you want. So we decided. We decided to build a village, ALEH Negev, for him. So initially, he's not in this video, but we established this village for Eran and his friend. We are in this village who serve all the people who are living in south of Israel. Jews and Muslims. Yes, Jews and Muslims. We built this village for 145 children like him. We'll expand it for more, but in the center of this village, children like him living full lifespan. We give them the best housing, the best education system, the best healthcare system, the best social life, cultural life, music, gardens, animals, horses, anything, just imagine it. But these children are unable to fly overseas. These children do not speak. No politician needs them. They have no vote in election. They have less than 1% in our society. So why Didi and me are here? We are here, number one, to say a few words about our society, about our loved country, the state of Israel. To say we would like to change our society. To say we need tikkun olam. Tikkun olam is make a better society, to correct our behavior, to say, please forgive us, these children, please forgive us, because they are the mirror of our behavior, the 99%. In ALEH Negev, we created a new model of acceptance, of inclusion. In ALEH Negev, we do rehabilitation to all the people in south of Israel. In ALEH Negev, we built the first rehabilitation hospital. Together with the government, yes, but 50% is donation. Didi, my wife and me working as volunteer. I'm working 7 days a week. We are not paid. We are working as volunteers. And every single second, every single dollar and euro of donation is invested in this village for them, to give the highest life standard and envelop them with the best technology, and above all, with love. So we do rehabilitation, we do education in this village. We have ordinary kindergarten. We teach children, ordinary, normal kids from age 1. We teach them what is inclusion, what is love, what is social responsibility of this healthy one, lucky one, privileged one, who can assist the weakest in our society. In this village every day, about 100 people coming to visit, and I invite all of you, please come and visit. And in this village, we have more than 730 volunteers. You hear well, more than 730 volunteers. Some of them from Germany, about 30 from Germany. Tomorrow I meet them, not far away from here. And what they say, these volunteers from Germany, Christian by the way, grandchildren of Nazis family. They say, we come to volunteer, we come to ALEH Negev for atonement. Atonement on the murder of 6 million Jews, atonement on the T4 action. We come because we want to make a better world. A world with no racism, with no racist ideology. We come because the strongest people need to assist those who are unprivileged, those who have no power, the weakest in our society. I want to tell you that 12 years ago, our son passed away after 1 year in this village. He is not anymore with us. On the face of it, we have no reason to continue. He's not anymore. But he's here, inside me. He's the power, he's the voice of those weakest people, transparent people on earth, those who have no ego at all, egoless person, those that all their existence is a huge test for our humanity. His spirit, the spirit of our son, spread all over the village, in every corner. The spirit started covering all the education system in Israel and hopefully make our world a better place, more humble, less arrogant, less selfish, a better world. I want to conclude and thank all of you for coming. Thank you for being our partners in this march for the weakest on earth. I want to thank Rami and Ona Suleiman. Rami, thank you. You brought me first time in my life. I want to thank Udi Leavi, the KEREN HAYESOD, to assist us for many years. The UIA, the KEREN HAYESOD, in Latin America, in Europe, in Australia. Well done. Thank you for your support. And I want to conclude by saying that the social chain is always measured by its weakest link. The more we do to strengthen these links, will be better people and better society. Thank you very much.